Welcome everybody to a handheld vlogging day from North Dakota, Jamestown, North Dakota to be more specific. Stopping in to see the world's largest buffalo and a couple other sights and attractions that are in this area. Starting off with gifts, jewelry, souvenirs, bar and grill. Not sure what's in there, but the sign says you can actually feed buffalo. So that's today's adventure. Let's go. All right, we have 10 bags of buffalo food. When you first stop here at Frontier Village, you could buy food to feed the buffalo and a horse. 50 cents a bag, and I probably got about 10 pounds of food here. Now, when you walk out the back of the store after purchasing the food, they do have a wildlife museum with like 1,100 animals or something like that, which is pretty amazing. And it's all free. Everything is free. You don't have to pay to come here. Though, I would suggest if you're going to come here and check stuff out, you might as well buy some buffalo feed and hear tales that they just had a newborn baby buffalo. So we're going to see that. Let's walk on over here. I see where we could bring some food right now, and the lady inside says they are definitely hungry. Oh my God, I already see them. Look at, we got some buffalo, and I see the baby. Hello, you're hungry. You want some food in that thing, don't you? Oh, let's do that. So they have this little thing here that you drop the food in. It goes down a tube to this guy down here waiting. And he's excited. Look at him. Look at how excited he is. Now I am going to carry all this food. I'm getting dripped on down here. I'm going to carry all this food, and I'm going to let Steph be the first one.
We've got buffalo. We have got buffalo out here. They said one of these. Oh, I see him over there. He's hiding behind his mommy. He was just born in May. Hopefully we get to see him. But these guys are waiting for some of these goodies. With some buffalo cheese goodness. Look at that. It's like they've been waiting all day for this moment. The other guy's like, hey.
They are definitely hungry.
Look at that. They are excited about that.
Oh my God. We got enough to feed all of them.
If that one guy will let him eat.
Oh, that's starting to sneak in there. There's another one. Grab another one. Okay, we got another 10 pounds. Start feeding.
Over there,
yeah, save one bag for the horse. But we need to empty these out. These guys seem to be very, very hungry.
She said that it is mating season, so we can't get down there and, you know, ruffle their head feathers and all that because it could be dangerous. And he does look like he could take down a hippie or two.
I figured just let her do the talking.
Come here, big girl.
It looks like Steph, stuck in a truck, has found the horse. Uh-oh.
Here she comes. Look at that. My puppies are going to love the smell of horsey on my hands.
Yeah, I don't do the feeder thing. Come here. Hey. Oh, that's how you feed a horse. Oh. I mean, wouldn't you rather feed a horse with your bare hands?
Yeah.
I would. So you take this little pathway in between the buffalo, and there's a little door here. Supposedly there's a museum in here with a bunch of stuffed critters. Nothing better than stuffed critters. Steph, stuck in a truck, you first, just in case.
It looks like a haunted house.
It looks like it does. It is haunted with the spirits of animals. Talk about a roadside attraction. They got ladders in here. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's okay. If you love taxidermy, you probably love this place. I don't know if I love it or not. I don't find it that fascinating. But this stuff over here, on the other hand, the antiques, that's right up my alley. So you can look on the left and check out some cool stuff here. What is that, a dinosaur bone? That has to be a dinosaur or a whale, possibly. But this stuff here, yeah, this is cool. But just across on your right-hand side, well, I don't know.
Wow. It's massive.
Let's go back over here.
Those little guys over here.
Now, this isn't the only place in town. We got about a 3-country block radius of goodness that we're going to go explore real fast. Ending up at the world's largest buffalo. That should be exciting. Anyway, let's get out of this place and go see what else there is to see in town. Stumbling over my words. Well, if anybody was curious, how high can a bison jump? You can call to here by checking out that phone number right there and hitting 116 pound. So just so you guys know, the very first stop where we just were at, you should be, my advice would be stay parked there and walk down here. On Google Earth it looks like it's a lot further than it is, but it's actually only 200 yards to where we're at right now. So sometimes Google Earth can be misleading. But right now we are at a frontier village. And we're going to go check that out because at the end of Frontier Village is the world's largest buffalo. Do not cross this field unless you can do it in 9.9 seconds. The bull can do it in 10. So you just need to be a little bit faster than that bull down there. So I am now standing in front of the National Buffalo Museum. And right out front, if I had a coin, I could watch my donation spin. But I don't have any coins. So before we head down and see the world's largest buffalo, I think we should enter this establishment and see what it's about. And you got this great bronze statue out here greeting us, looking happy. Happy that we're here. So we have free members. I'm assuming there's like an annual pass?
Yes.
Or
Yep.
does National Park Pass work or nothing?
No.
Okay, so it is $8. Adults, they do have active military, and seniors, they got free children under 5. I don't know what to say. It's a regular museum, but it should be amazing as we enter. So what is this? Is this Dream a Great Herd? At first when I seen this, I thought it was just bison poop put together, but no, it's a statue of a herd of bison. But coming up on it, it looked like a pile of bison poo. Now, $8 may seem a little expensive for a little quick museum in the middle of the prairie, but the funds go to maintaining the animals and the park and stuff like that, so I do not feel bad about paying $8. Well, actually, being previous military, they only charged me $6, so that's even better. Anyway, let's check out some of the artifacts within this place. So here we have a 10,000-year-old bison skull. It's on loan from the University of Jamestown. That is, that's old. 10,000 years old. It's amazing that time and nature doesn't totally destroy bone matter. Okay, here we have a buffalo hide mittens and a buckskin face mask. It looks like straight out of a Friday the 13th horror movie. Doesn't it? It looks like it looks like Leatherface stuff. Now, due to the fact that we are on limited time, we aren't going to have all the time in the world to do everything this museum has to offer. Like, they do have a 15 to 17 minute long movie talking about the history of the bisons and the prairies and the killing of all the bisons and stuff like that made them pretty much extinct, because our only goal today was to check this thing out. And we will be walking over there very, very soon to the world's largest bison. He's bigger than the Superman statue, it looks like to me anyway, from all the people under him. They do have some observation things here where you can look over the prairie, and I really can't see through them. Oh yeah, you can. You just can't with the camera. They're really zoomed. What is this? Coronation 2020 sun bleached, wired, and stitched bison jawbones found strung thread, yarn, and wire. You know, if you have time to wander this place, it is pretty beautiful. Just this right here. This tapestry. Kind of given a 4D effect. They painted something on this piece of cloth and hollowed out that piece of cloth and that piece of cloth, and then a nice dark background. Giving a really cool effect. That's probably not picking up on camera too well. The great white buffalo. Located him. So this one here laying on the ground after they murdered him on the plains, this is how you would stay warm in the winter. You'd gut him out and then climb inside to stay warm. So I guess you would take your knife and cut it. Oh, there's a bone. And you could take him all apart. You gut him out, take the ribs out and everything else, climb inside, and then grab the skin and throw it back over with you inside, and you would stay warm in the winter. A makeshift house, a makeshift buffalo house. Oh, let's close that up. That's gross. Okay, it's probably not meant to be a house. It's probably meant to show you how to dissect one and eat it. But me, if it was cold enough outside, I would be inside that buffalo like I was Luke Skywalker. This one here does not want to be climbed inside, so he's on the run. So here are some bison predators. There's even photographs. Look at that wolf. The wolf right there is after that herd. Scatters them out, picks the weak one, and the wolf takes them down, which I'm not going to show you because YouTube will probably demonetize this video. But you can always figure that Alaskan brown bear, what an Alaskan brown bear would be doing here in North Dakota, I have no idea, but it was a predator, timber wolf, and the most deadly of them all is the bison calf. You got to watch out for these guys. Oh, check this out, a bison play area. So if climbing inside of a bison wasn't enough, they even have created a bigger play area. So you get to climb inside of a bison, fun, right? Come in here, more fun. You can play with alphabets and numbers. Got all sorts of fun little bison style games. You get a bison that you cannot climb on. So the one out there you can climb inside. This one here, you're not allowed to climb on at all. Once you leave the museum, you start wandering into an old frontier town. Very reminiscent. You know what it reminds me of? Is Little House on the Prairie. With, instead of horses and wagons and stuff, obviously there's modern day cars, but very Little House feeling. So we just came from the RV and camper parking. That's where I parked my truck. Straight ahead is the world's largest buffalo. We just left the National Buffalo Museum. There's a visitor center and saloon, live buffalo herd, and a stagecoach ride. So pulling off the freeway, if you got a little bit of time to kill, it seems like there's quite a bit of things to do. So here, I don't know if I'm getting it on camera because it's really bright and sunny out. Yeah, there it is. Dedicated to all deceased North Dakota pioneer citizens buried in unmarked graves. Jamestown State Centennial Committee. So I think that's what this church is for here. It was built as a schoolhouse originally. Take a quick gander inside. Schoolhouse turned into a church. it's really beautiful in here. And I love the fact that back in the day, no central heat in here, so they had a wood stove. This would be these are called pews, right, that you sit in. I think they're called pews. This would be the pew I'd be sitting in the middle of North Dakota winter, right here in front of this warm, cozy stove. Oven, stove, heater, whatever it is. So not only was the church used as a school, but this is the actual old schoolhouse. Oof, as I trip as I'm walking in to get out of that cold North Dakota snow. Squeaky floor and all. Back in my day, I'm kidding, I never went to a school like this. I'm not that old. It's very Disney-like. Look at the bathrooms. It's very Disney-like, this town. Only it's real. Lots of cool things to explore here. You could actually go on the backside of town. They got a boardwalk that goes on the backside of Jamestown here. And if you look out over here, I don't know if my mobile camera is going to pick this up because I can't zoom with the Osmo gimbal. But if you look really close, there's some bison out there walking, running. Not just walking, they're running from getting some water. Here comes the male, getting ready to bolt down after that one. Here she, look at that thing run. Could you imagine that thing chasing you? Not me. So here's the place I need to visit. I think it is the old Barber Shop. So back in the day, a haircut would cost you 35 cents, a shave 25 cents, shampoo 15. Ooh, a massage 25 cents. Not bad. I just wonder what the person giving me that massage would look like. Walking these streets of old Jamestown makes me feel I should have dressed for the occasion. Hindsight. They have a Louis L'Amour either store, museum.
Okay, now that would make me read because I'm a big sci-fi girl, so.
She told me about that. She said we were on a tour, taking a ship's tour, and he uses fiction.
There's a gentleman in there talking about Louis L'Amour uses fiction as historical stuff. I don't know. I didn't listen very long. Not to say I've never read Louis L'Amour's books. I've read a couple back in the day. Great author, but I never knew he was from here or had Jamestown roots. Our final destination is just down at the end of this road. Now, like I've done many times in towns and stuff like that, I did place a phone call to find out if I could bring my truck down here because I was worried. From satellite view, all you see is some cars. But they did have RV and bus parking, and here at the Blue Blazes Saloon is also the Tourist Information Center, which I called from the interstate system. They said, yeah, bring your truck on into town. There's turnarounds and parking. So any people with extremely large rigs, you can come on down here. But if you do, park down where the Bison Museum is because the parking lot has a big turnaround at the end. It's definitely worth the walk and stretch of your legs. So we got the dirty old blacksmith shop right here. Nobody working today, but a lot of classic tools and horseshoes up on the ceiling up there. And they do have stagecoach rides, pony rides. It doesn't look like anything is active right now, but they got a cool place for kids to play as we near our destination. And take a photograph of Steph stuck in a truck with a $1,000 reward on her head. Now, supposedly, from some of the signs I read, and there's a lot of unmarked graves around here in the hills. This one here is a little grave. You were a friend indeed when I was a friend in need. It's either a grave site or friendship rocks. Don't know exactly what it is, but it's awesome. Now, as I was walking up on that Friendship Garden, seen some horses down here in the woods. Coming up here to get a drink of agua out of this tank right there. And then they kind of wandered back down in there. But there's horses in here. So from the mean city streets of Jamestown, we continue on the sidewalk path for at least 100 yards, maybe more. And something at the end should greet us and amaze us. Let's continue on. There's the horses. Shh, don't want to spook them. Okay, so just down the sidewalk, we should locate the world's largest buffalo. And from here, where I'm walking up to it now, it's rather large. At the end of the sidewalk, we come to what we've been looking for. Prairie balls. We got some prairie balls connected to a very large and enormous, from what this sign says, it is the world's largest buffalo erected, no pun intended, in 1959. His name is Dakota Thunder. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Shot probably shaky a little bit with this gimbal because I am holding it with my hand. But the audio probably sucks. Everything probably sucks in it. I apologize, but I just had to document this while my actual cameras, handheld, real normal cameras, start charging because I forgot to charge them. So hopefully this little baby gimbal has done its job. Is it tracking me? It is, kind of, a little bit. I apologize, I don't use this thing very often. Anyway, until the next time, from Jamestown, North Dakota, the world's largest buffalo, I'll see you on the next one. Until then, I'm going to go take some selfies with this guy, and we'll see you on the way back south. On the way south, because I have no sign-off. This thing has just took my sign-off abilities away. Peace out, everybody. Oh, she looks frightened.